Good morning from the Weismuller homestead. I am picking back up on my sourdough starter experiment. Yesterday I didn't post a video for day 5, so this is day 6. I did feed my sourdough starters yesterday. It was a crazy day. We had volleyball, it was our last game of the season, and then we went on a night ride with our friends on the Razors. So I didn't really get a chance to post a video yesterday for day 5 of the sourdough starter. But what I do want to tell you is that I did some more research, and I read that the hooch that forms on top of the water sourdough starter is good. You should mix it in, but hooch is a telltale sign that your sourdough needs to be fed more often. Try feeding it every 8 to 12 hours instead of every 24 hours. That being said, I fed it yesterday without discarding because I just thought maybe it just needs a little bit more flour and water. So the volume has increased. There is still a little bit of hooch, not nearly as much as there was. So I know I did the right thing yesterday by feeding it. That's the water sourdough starter. There are some bubbles on top. Let me see if I can show that to you. So there are some bubbles on top along with that hooch. So that's the water sourdough starter. And then the milk sourdough starter, which is much smaller by volume, as you can tell, is doing phenomenally. It is thick, it is bubbly, it is sour smelling, it's beautiful. And then I will show that one to you. So I think we're doing good. Day 6, which means I should be able to bake with it any day now. I could probably bake another loaf with this milk sourdough starter, and I might try to, just because this one has gone a little bit longer than the 6 days. So I think I can make a loaf out of it. We'll see. But for now, we are going to stir and then discard some of our water sourdough starter. So I'm gonna stir that hooch in. There's bubbles, but it is very liquidy. So I am gonna discard a lot of this. I'm gonna discard half. So there's gonna be quite a bit of discard. And as you can tell, it's extremely watery. So I think that extra feeding yesterday helped, but I think it's got too much in there now. So discarding half. I'll do a little bit more. Okay. So then I'm gonna go in with my 2 cups of flour, and 2 cups of water, and stir it all up. So I'm just scraping my spatula because some of that flour kind of clumped up, and I really want that to be like really well incorporated. And then I will scrape down the sides of my jar. Up. Okay, here we have the water sourdough starter, nice and fed. And it is still a little bit liquidy. So what I think I'm gonna do is later on today, I'm gonna feed it for a second time for today. So it is about 10 o'clock in the morning. Right now I'm gonna feed the sourdough starter again at about 6 or 7 tonight. Discarding half and refeeding it. So there's that one. I'm going to rinse my tools here. And now to feed the water sourdough starter. The milk sourdough starter. So, like I said, it's got a lot of bubbles. It is a lot thicker than the water one, which makes me think this one is like better. I keep going back and forth on my sourdough starters and which one I think is better and which one isn't. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so discard half of this. Ooh, watch that lid. Okay, about half. Set that aside. Clean my mess. Okay, and then this one is 1 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, and 1 cup of milk. Stir that all together. And like I said, like this one is much thicker. And I really feel like it's a little bit more on par and consistent with what a sourdough starter should be. Scrape off my spatula. And there we have it. Day 6, done.